I thought went really well. First thing that came out of it, extremely healthy. Only really one major injury to Vi Malape, and with a broken collarbone. Hopefully we'll get him back in about 4 to 5 weeks. But overall, extremely healthy camp, a very productive camp, really able to establish a two deep and to be able to see where some young people are in their transition from high school to college. So overall, very successful.
You were able to settle on a starting quarterback as well. How did Max Brown win the job?
Well, I tell you what, just played extremely well in both spring and fall camp. Was pushed unbelievably hard by Sam. One of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my career. But the poise and experience that he's had and being able to play in games before, hopefully will carry over with the playmakers that surround him. We're very fortunate here. We have two very, very good quarterbacks, and both will have to help us this year to win games.
You've consistently talked since last year about trying to create an offensive identity built around physicality.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like your offense is in developing that?
Well, I think with the runners that we have right now, I look at Justin Davis and Ronald Jones, Ced Ware, even Dominic Davis as a little fastball. You know, there was a lot of work and a lot of investment put into this camp in running the ball and being able to play action, throw it deep off of that. So hopefully it will transition into this season and pay off for us.
How have you seen improvements defensively under Clancy Pendergast from spring until now?
Just the attacking style of what he brings to the table, I think, is going to make it hard on quarterbacks. The changes in coverages down to down and being able to manipulate those coverages and hide them. He just does a terrific job. I think it's hard on quarterbacks, especially new quarterbacks that we're going to see in this season. So I look forward to seeing how it transitions. Hopefully it'll be just like the last time.
How has the defensive line improved since spring?
Oh, unbelievable. Night and day, with KU and his tutelage, being able to get them from spring to now, I think they've done a terrific job of, one, taking some young kids and maturing them, but two, we had some additions also to get a Stevie and a Josh Fatu to bring Khalil Rogers over. There's a sense of maturity in the room right now with some older guys that weren't there in the spring, so it's been a big help, and hopefully it helps us this Saturday.
As we turn towards your opening game with Alabama, obviously you're extremely familiar with their offensive play caller, Lane Kiffin. How's the Alabama offense similar to what Kiffin was running here?
Well, it's very similar. You could still call the same plays. And, one of the things I think Coach Kiff has done a great job of is being able to always find a way to get the playmakers the ball, whether it was Robert Woods here, Marquise Lee, Amari Cooper when he was in Alabama, and now it's Ridley. He does a tremendous job of finding his best athlete and trying to get him on your worst. And that guy gets the ball a lot. So he does a tremendous job of that.
Yeah, stay on Ridley. It does seem like he's found another great wide receiver there.
No, yeah, definitely. He is the biggest threat because he is a tremendous deep ball catcher, but also you can throw it to him short and he can run long. He's a very dangerous weapon.
How are you preparing to face multiple quarterbacks that potentially have different skill sets?
Yeah, one of the things we got going for us is we have our own different skill sets here that we're going against. When you look at Max Brown and our defense going against him, they're looking at a pocket passer compared to Sam Darnold and a Matt Fink, who's elite passers in their own right, but also bring the hair of athleticism to quarterback-driven runs and creation when the pocket breaks down. So we're getting great work against each other right now, and I think that will pay off for us this Saturday.
What kind of challenges does that Alabama defensive front seven pose?
Ooh, mercy. Tremendous against the run, being able to play. They were able to play a lot of too high coverages, not load the box, and still get the run stop last year with that defensive front. They look even faster this year to me with some personnel changes, some guys leaving, some new guys coming in. And then on third down, I think they're elite. When they cut their defensive line loose, you got to get the ball out of your hands quick. You got to make quick decision-making and anticipate, get out, or they're going to get to you.
Overall, what are the characteristics of a Nick Saban defense?
Just extremely well coached. You don't see an assignment bust anywhere. They play very clean football. You don't see guys running wide open. You don't see misfits in the run game. Just very well coached. It jumps off the tape, and you would expect that from a Nick Saban defense.
And finally, opening up with a very big game in terms of atmosphere, television coverage, everything. How are you coaching your team to handle that environment?
Well, it's game one. We taken the approach that we took last year. I think that in this league and with this schedule, every game's a championship game. And there's no game more important than the next. And this is our next game up. The opportunity to play the defending national champion, the number one team in the nation, with Coach Saban coaching it. What a great opportunity. What a great challenge. We know that it's a big game for our fans. It's a great game for college football, and we welcome the opportunity.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much and good luck this week.
All righty, guys. Fight on.